necessities from the jungle look. It was really cute and darling, and it remains one of my favorite auditions. But it wasn't because it was really well done. It was because it was just fun to watch. Ryan sang it almost completely monotone. It was almost really more like a rap than a song. He was very precise with like the rhythm, but he didn't really, it was like, look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. And then at the end, he's like, I don't know how it ends, but I'm trying to remember. So fun. It was like my first real introduction to Ryan Britt as a performer. And he's come a very long way since then, but what has stayed with him is his charm and his ability to just own the stage, to get out there and just really charm people was he performing. Ryan took a break for a while, then he came back and surprised a lot of us by playing Maui. He was incredible in Moana. He hadn't done anything between Seussical and Moana. I don't think he performed off campus or anything like that. He just showed up and suddenly he did this really big part that's quite a challenge. And he was playing next to a very experienced performer who does plays like most of you do sports, just constantly and always. And he held his own. It was really quite remarkable. When Ryan commits to something, especially performance, he gives everything. And I don't mean he just commits to being there and making sure he's where he should be. I mean that he really invests his full energy, his mental and physical resources, and doing that does a great job. I've watched Ryan carefully because he's a very good actor and has a really advanced skill at playing characters in a way that they're not just a kind of cartoon stereotype, but he gives them humanity, but they're still kind of these larger than life characters. That is really hard to do for an amateur actor, let alone a middle school actor. But somehow he's always been able to do that and have this really kind of three-dimensional feel to them. He also brings this kind of wonderful warmth and just sort of good-hearted humor to everything he does on stage. There's a lot of kinds of humor in this world and in middle school, and not all of them are very nice. But Ryan's humor, I've noticed, tends to open groups up, not close them off. It tends to welcome people, not push them away. It tends to bring lots of people into it. It tends to be focused on situations that are funny and not on making fun of specific people. He's able to look at situations and make us all laugh along with them. But his comic timing is excellent because he's always making people laugh. I believe the reason he's able to be so warm on stage is because that's who he is in real life. In real life, Ryan is warm-hearted and open. He has a lot of empathy for people. And I really think this is why he's such a good actor. Because he's used to greeting people in real life with empathy and warmth, because he approaches real people with curiosity and with kind of a good humor and an openness, that's what he does on stage. One of my favorite quotes, of course, is from one of my favorite characters, is in To Kill a Mockingbird, when Atticus says that you need to get inside someone's skin and walk around for a little while to try to understand them. And I really feel like Ryan is able to do that. He brings this powerful, positive energy to the plays, and he's done a great job with the parts he's done. He's made a big contribution. But I think as much as that I appreciate is the way he makes everyone laugh on tech day when it's long, or on dress rehearsal when there's a terrible thing. I don't remember all the examples, but so many times something would just go badly, like on a dress rehearsal, catastrophically, and my job is flashing before my eyes, and we're going to be here till 8 or 9, and just the world seems disastrous. I'm ready to put my head down, and Ryan says, "Oh, that was brilliant," and then he just makes a little joke, and suddenly everyone's laughing, and it's fun again. And that's what he does. So I appreciate this. Now, as I started working on this, though, one of the things I realized about Ryan is I've worked with him pretty closely for several plays, that there's a lot of memories I don't have of him that I have of most other people who've had big parts. And this is not a slam against them. It's stressful to have a big part. Theater can be stressful, and having a big part is not easy. It's really hard. And so in those extreme emotional circumstances, people often do things that aren't ideal. But I don't remember Ryan being petty I don't remember him being snarky with other people. I don't remember him like blaming other people for mistakes. I don't remember him taking cheap shots. When he went from a big role to a small role, I don't remember any kind of entitlement or resentment. He didn't make it out like it was this really deep personal tragedy. I just don't remember any of that. I only remember Ryan being warm and being funny and giving whatever needed to be done to the play. The only time I can remember any pushback from Ryan at all was when he kindly but very firmly took me aside during Newsies before the show. I think he put his arm on my shoulder and said, Dr. Bell, could you please be a little more careful with the shaving cream because you're sort of staining my jacket and we need to keep it nice since it's a rental. I was Julie Jason and I really tried hard after that. Closing night, some spill, and I was terrified actually of what Ryan was going to do to me. But he was very loving and kind about it. Anyway, these are the memories I have of Ryan, acting with unusual perception, going about difficult work with calm, with humor and focus, making me and everyone else laugh along the way. Thank you, Ryan.